Hey guys, BCJ here, welcome. So today's video, I'm going to show you guys the best way to create your base as a beginner player. So this is for persons who have just, probably started off or you're completely new to the game. I'm also going to give a little bit of tips here and there when it comes down to making the base. So yeah, hopefully this video does help and hopefully this base design video is most comfortable. We're not going to only make a base that's, super defensive, but also beautiful as well. I mean, it's only right for you to live in a cozy place in the lands of Frostborn that's really cold, with a lot of toxic people, players who are looking to raid and take your stuff. Hopefully after this video though, I'm able to make another video on how to protect your stuff from raiders. So hopefully that will be, an upcoming video. Hope I don't slack off and not make that video. But the first thing is, how to find the middle of the base, because we're going to start from the middle here. We're going to start by this section here, right? So you might be thinking, this is the exact middle of the base. Nah, it's not the exact middle. But we're going to start by making a 3x3 section in the middle section of the base here. So yeah, we're going to start here. So this is the middle right here. The exact middle though is this section here. Like, let me show you an example. This is the exact middle right here. This section here is the exact middle. But we're not going to start there when we're making the base. We're going to make the base a little bit closer to the vault area here. So we're going to make a wall right there, and we're going to make an opening right here. We're going to continue down this section here. And also to prove my point that this is the middle of the base, I'm going to create this section first, and then I'm going to show you guys by column blocks. All right, so for example, if you count from this section here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the exact edge. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the exact edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the exact edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's kind of weird. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. That's kind of weird. Yeah, one section might be a little bit bigger, but I could just say, hey, this might be the best way. Because if we turn it like this, for example, if you use this section here and start by 3x3 here, we'll do a quick count and let you guys know if it's exactly even. Hold up. So yeah, just counted. This section would be 6. This section would be 8. This section 8. This section would be 8 as well, I think, or 7. This section here. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it would be 8. But I think one side will eventually be kind of not, squared, I guess. But that's fine. This way it's better this way here. So yeah. All right. So what we'll do as well here, we're going to destroy this wall right here. And we're going to build around this thing here. So what my plan is to create like a design around it. So I'm going to put, I think I might extend it a little bit back right here. So I'm going to place, let me see. Might start it right here. Yeah. So I'm going to place a wall right here. And I'm going to place a door right at this section here. And we're going to place a wall at this section, slow so you guys can see how I'm exactly building this here. I'm going to put another door right here. And I'm going to put a wall coming down this section here. Probably 3 walls right here. And then I'm going to put another wall right here. With this section here, we're going to create a type of a room type area right here. This section here to leave the base. And we're going to create another wall. Another, probably a bit too long. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably a bit too long right here. Delete this, and let me delete this as well. I'm going to put a wall right here. Wall's supposed to be right there. Sorry, that's a correction. And they're gonna put a door in the middle right here, and they're gonna put another wall right here and close this section here. Right. All right, so with this section here, I'm going to create this as a, let's say a pocket room, for example. Let's create a wall, just, closing off this section here completely. 3 walls down and 3 walls up as well right here. So it's kind of like a similar design that I have, but this one is kind of, twisted. This design is kind of similar to the one that I have at my base. But it's kind of different, And I think this one is more free-to-play friendly, starter pack, I would say. But let me put a door. We're gonna put this one in the middle right here, and we're gonna put this one at the edge right here. And then we're gonna have a small farm over here. So you're gonna put some gardens right here, I think we can also put a horse stable. So let's give it some more space right here. We maybe are gonna able to put the horse stable here. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so that screwed section there. We're gonna put a wall right here and another wall right here. One right here, another wall right here, and we're gonna put another wall. This, let me see. Let me see. I think we're going to stretch it out a little bit here. We're going to stretch it out a little bit to give it like a square look, more organized look. So we're going to put another wall right here. And we're going to put a wall right there. And with that, this is a little bit elongated, but, completely fine. We're going to put, so that's it for this section here. So with this section, we're going to place the wall going in, similar to the other opposite section. And I'm going to put a wall, a door, I should say, right here, And with that, we're going to put a wall coming down here, similar to match it with the other section. And we're going to put a window right here as well. And with that being said, at the window, just like the opposite section, we're going to place a wall coming down. Boom. Make sure it's, I'm going to put the door right here, I should say. All right. We only use a basic amount of door. We haven't used a bunch of doors, which is going to be really helpful. So let me go over this section here. And you can see we have a door in the middle section, which is right here. I'm going to put a door right there. Wall. Another door. We're going to put it... Yeah, we're going to put a wall right here. And we're going to put another wall right here. All right, so we're going to also make an area here to where we create like a pocket room again, similar to what we did. But this time, this pocket room will probably have, this could have a door. It's optional. You could put a door right here, but that one is optional. I'll left a space right here in case my mind changes. Might put a door right here, but we're gonna make a bunker. I'll call it a safe area, so we'll keep our loots and stuff. Like a main bunker type area. We're gonna put a door at this section here, and create a window right here, and another window at this section here. And we're gonna put a wall around this section here. So this is basically like a small bunker type area. And with that being said, we're gonna create this section over here, right? So with this section, I'm thinking about elongating these section here. So mine changed a little bit here to make it, let me put, to make it squared, To make it squared, we're gonna put a section here, section here. We're extending it a little bit here. So you can see the section here. You can count the floors: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the length. And then we put a door right here. Then we put a, we're trying to not use all our doors. We're going to see if we have enough doors left for this project here. So we're going to put another wall right here, going all the way down, and come around the wall right here. Put another section there. And with this door right here, we're going to put it right here instead, and that's good. And then we're going to put another wall right here. And then with this section here, right, we're going to put the door. Let me see. I put it in the middle right here. Put a door right there. And we're going to put another door right at that section right here. And then, so 5 sections down, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That, boom. Close it right here. 1. Let's switch the section here, the plan. Right? A little bit elongated, but coming along pretty chill, Pretty chill. All right, so we're gonna put a door similar to how I do that right there. We're gonna put a wall right here, and we're gonna put a door, opposite the same. So we're making an even base, right? Making it even. We're gonna put a wall right here and the same. So with this section here, we're gonna extend it for the side section here, and we're gonna change the door placement as well for this section. So we're gonna bring this down right here, close this off right here, and put that right there. Open a section here for the door. And I think a door is okay to be right here. More faster, extended this section here, right? And okay, so this is how the base is already looking pretty good. We're gonna put a door right here. So that's gonna be 15 doors. Kind of skeptical on putting a door right here because I want to put a door at the spawn point. So what I'm going to do around this section here is, before I put a door right there, we're going to put a door at this spawn point. So right here, and this is going to be our spawn area. We're going to have a section here, or a room, that is specific for drop-in loot. So this section here, right, you're going to be specific for drop-in loot right here. So 2 section here down, we're going to come down here. This section is going to be an open area. So let's just extend it down to, I think approximately, we're going to put, so we have an area right there. Wall usually be there. We're going to put it down at this section here. You're going to extend this room all the way down right here. So what this does as well, right? This is a pretty good base design here. Pretty good for field players that are starting here, and I'm going to show you guys why it's a pretty good base design. But let me extend the floor section right here. Boom. And let's remove this floor right here. Don't want our base to look, wacky. Not going for a wacky design here. So with style, once we upgrade the base as well to stone, you'll see the true, beauty of the base, mostly. So now it might look like a rookie base, but it's a pretty good design for defending and raid tactic as well here. And also a pretty good looking base, Nothing crazy to say. All right, so we are gonna, let me see something here. So 4 tiles down, and I think this is fine. Let me see. So we're gonna put a door right here for sure. because this is where we spawn in, right? I'm gonna put a door there, and we're gonna put another door right here. So I think I need to bring this room back a little bit. So we're gonna bring it down a little bit. I think a little bit would be fine. Right here, and let's put this right there as well, and let's delete that section, and let's delete. Let me see. So if we put a door right here, and I'm gonna fill this section out right here, down here. I'm gonna fill that in. Well, actually, we might keep the design here. Change my mind. Let me destroy this here. We're gonna keep the design here. We're gonna keep this design here. So we're gonna put a wall right here and a door right here as well, you know. And we are gonna make this section here and create that section as well there. And around here, you know, I think I might just delete this wall right here, and you know, create like a section going all the way down. So let's change this to that, and let's build all the way down. All right, boom, and let's build all the way around as well here. So let's just make these sections. Now, might not want to build all the way down like that, because we're gonna make a door right here. So door is supposed to be here. Now, of course, in the video, of course, you can just pause the video here. I'm kind of just figuring something out here while also making. We're gonna put the door all the way down to this section here. This section is not gonna have any doors at this section here. But we're gonna put a door up top this section here. Well, let me show you where exactly. So approximately 7 tiles up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right here, we're gonna put a door right there, and we're gonna put well, we already have a door at this section here leading into the base, which is good. All right, so we're gonna create a door or a wall going up top here. All right, and boom, we are gonna create a door. We have 20 doors, so that's the max door that we have here. So I'm gonna close that off right there, because that is the max door. Okay, so we do need another door. I think it's just okay. I kind of missed something here. All right, so we're gonna delete these walls right here. These walls are misplacement. Yeah, these walls are definitely misplacement here. So we're gonna build a door right here. So our district is not pretty up, so we have limited doors in this design here, but y'all gonna see the end result, right? So this is where like persons are super starting off, or advanced players can use this as well. You can also tweak the base as well to your liking. You could probably add, you know, something else to it, you know, to have it kick, I would say. So yeah, it's to your liking, of course. But we're gonna put the door right there, and we're gonna put a section going up top here. And all right, we're gonna fill this section out right here. This entire section, we're gonna fill it out. Let me find some stuff here. I might delete some floors, you know. As I said, I'm gonna tweak it a bit. So of course, you know, I think it's best to watch a full video. Then after, you can just watch how to build it so that you can see the end result, and maybe sections you could leave out, right? But let me also create a wall section, and let me go up with the walls going up, and that's completed right there. And around this section here, I might just create a small room. We could create another small room right here, you know. I think I might leave the door section to be like here. probably a door going through here, you know, so we can exit the base. We don't want to be trapped in our own base, of course. So exit routes are important. So when it comes on to this section, though, we're gonna let me move some of these chests right here. Okay, so the chest has been removed. We're gonna place a wall going across this section here, and a wall going down here as well. All right, so for this section here, I'm gonna, remove this section here. So this is where we'll put the stable. Once we build our stable, we're gonna put it in this small pocket right here. And let me just go down with these walls right here. You got to keep in mind, of course, you're going to have a stable, so that's going to be important. We're going to put some walls going down this section here, and put a wall right here, and a wall right here, and a wall right here. All right, so that section here, or let's just extend this a little bit here. In case you want to put, a chest here, where we can keep our carrots and the seeds. You could probably put it on top of that section there. And we're going to put a, let me see. We're going to put a wall area. Well, actually, I think this could work like a blind spot section. So let's fill this section in right here. And we're going to put a wall right here. Let me delete this section here. And let's put a wall going down here. And all right, so we can put a door right here and a door right here as well. Could be at this section here. Yeah. Okay. So door going through here, which we don't have much more doors. Our doors is maxed at 20. So of course, if you have more doors as well, this will be, a pretty good design, and more preferably in your space here. So we're gonna put a thing right there. We're gonna put wall going down right here, and right here as well. So this section here, we can keep chest right here. I'm gonna fix the chest, make it a bit more appealing. In that case, well, let me check if I'm able to. I'm not able to make this here, level 17. I might actually upgrade my district here to unlock certain things, because I want to make some of these shelters, or not shelters, but workbench, so it can actually have workers and stuff. So the requirement here is that pretty simple here. So let's just get our base up, to be honest. I'm gonna get our district up a little bit here. So yeah, we collected some district coins as well, and just gonna build here. Okay, that's level 17. That's level 16, by the way. Oh, we're at level 16, so we need more resources, of course. Hopefully we do have more resources so we can get to level 17 here, and then we can actually unlock this right here, because this is going to be useful for our design here as well. In regards to looks and the looks section. Okay, I'm going to put some more resources here in the Elder, which we have enough resources, so that's good. All right, and pretty good. We also did unlock the horse stable, so that's pretty decent. Okay, all right, so to get to the next level here, we have to unlock these here, of course, level 25. So that's going to be more, a huge jump. So yeah, and we gotta build the scout shelter, I guess. Okay, scout camp is upgraded here, level 20. We're at level 20 now. All right, so we'd have to go to level, well, we gotta go to level 20, then we gotta go to 21, of course. All right, so we're back here at the base. So before we continue to fill the, the elder up, we're just gonna make these first, because these are, quite important to have. These extra sections here, of course. Now, what's important to have as well is this meat stack, which is level 28. That's a bit of grind, that's a bit of grind. We'll get there eventually. But most importantly, it's very, good to make this here. So with this here, for design purposes, we're going to place the bench right there. And yeah, for design purposes. And we're gonna put these right here at the side, right, like right there, for example. And we're gonna put this one right here. And just to have a little cool look type thing. Now for this section here, I think I might, because I spawn in this section here, we're gonna put these at that section. So whatever section we spawn in, we're gonna put these workbenches there. We're gonna put that right over here. So for this section here, we're gonna take these up and we're gonna place these chests a bit closer, like right there. We're gonna move these chests, of course. We're gonna put it in the base, but we're in the construction phase. So to move our stuff in, not as yet. This is gonna be placed here. We're gonna also change the door frame section to be this section here. All right, and for design purposes, it looks cool. That's the only reason to have it right there. So when we enter here, we just enter on this, shed thing. And of course, we don't want to put this right here because it might work as a blocker. Like, for example, if you're trying to rush into a base, it could block a section here if we had this. So not only we're looking for design, but also safety as well. Gotta be safe. So let's take up the storage area here. We're gonna put this in here. Also, thing about these like sections, I might actually remove not every section here. We're gonna keep this side, but for this side, I don't think we're gonna keep anything on that side. So we're gonna place that right there. I'm gonna place this right here as well. So that's good. And I might actually put right here for now. Let me see. I do want to put the pool section. That's where I'm leaving that for. The pool section here. I'm gonna place it over here at this section here, but we guess I'm gonna leave that for another time. We're gonna put the, these two sections there, and I think we could just keep these like skinned area right here. We could place them here, and the rain catcher, we could place it, down this section here where it's more accessible. We're gonna put it over the side over here, right over here. And these furnaces, we're gonna put a furnace over somewhere over this section here. But let me finish this section here as well. Let me check my door limits here. I don't think it increased. Yeah, it haven't increases yet. But we're gonna upgrade our district a bit more, so we can have more doors. So let me see how far I can bring my district in this video as well. But let's focus on the base design here. For this section here, mostly we're gonna create like a honeycomb type style, but we're gonna have some areas, right here, like coming down this section. This section should have a door coming in right here. So I'm gonna leave that section for a door, and another door should be here. So we're gonna shorten that. And this section right here, we're gonna just bring it down to the walls. We're gonna bring the walls down here. This section should have doors as well, but once we get there, we'll carve the doors out. Let me just delete this, bring this down. And we're gonna bring this section up right here. So let me fix this right here. Okay. I'm gonna go up. Up. All right, so this section right here, we are going to need a door right here. So for this section, I think this section could be extended, This section could have two compartments like that. For example, a door coming here and a door, this door would be here, of course. I think that would be good, you know. I'm just gonna put a wall right at this section right here. All right, so for the workbenches, we could keep for now workbenches in this area right here. But before I do that, let me see how far I could bring my district here, see if we can get more door space. All right, so this is the plan here. We're gonna close this up here. We do plan to add later on the free-to-play series a door at this section here, but it's best right now to keep it closed because we don't want to get raided. Because I'm gonna start to be more consistent here with, you know, what I'm making. So we're gonna keep this section open here. We're gonna keep this section here open here, but this section I'm gonna keep it locked, you know, and we're gonna keep, well, let's close this section here and well, what I'm gonna do here, because I'm not gonna make not gonna upgrade my district without recording the process and teach you guys how to upgrade your district. So I think that video will be good and educational as well. So I think it's best to leave that for that. But I think, let me see. I think I am satisfied with the section here. I'm going to leave this section open because we actually need doors at that section of the base. There are blind spots at this base here. It's not yet perfect as yet. We do need to make some tweaks, but that's going to require an upgrade in our district. This section here, I'm going to show you guys a 360 of the base, of course, but this section is not going to be, we're going to leave this section open here. As I said, you're going to make some tweaks and stuff to this section here. So for now, we're going to delete this section here, but I'm going to place down the furnitures and stuff, you know, making sure the base looks a bit more polished in that regard. So we're going to place, we're going to move the chest, of course, here to the middle section. Okay, so a tip for your base, make sure that you have your chests kind of spread out, you know, a bit in the base so that once you're raided, you know, it will take a lot of energy and also chopping down walls and stuff to get to your loot. You know, that's going to cost more resources for the raider. So you don't want to keep all your chests, you know, clustered one place. It's good to have them kind of scattered in your base a bit. Not scattered anywhere, but places to where they'll actually be protected. So that's going to be a good thing. I'm going to place our bed in the bunker section here, over this section. And in that section, we'll have like a chest as well, you know, to where we dump stuff. Or where we keep stuff as well in the bunker here, which is going to be good. And we're going to keep, you know, workbenches in this section for now. We're going to keep them here kind of close. And we could keep our bed at this moment, you know, because the base is not fully how we intended for it to be. I think we can keep our bed right here. Or we can keep it in this section as well here. So let me put it in this section here. We could keep it there. But we're going to change it later on in gameplays, you know, so that's going to be good. We're going to put our stable over this section here. One of the best sections to place your stable. And we're going to put the table right here down at that section. So you can see all the workbenches. Let me show you a good view of the base. Start in the over this section here. So this is a better view. You know, pretty simple, not too much, but we'll definitely do add-ons and tweaks to the base as well to make it more perfect, you know, more beautiful to the eyes, like add in certain things. It's gonna be added, but we're just starting off. We don't have a lot of, you know, a lot of walls, so and we're good. We don't really have to worry about raids because you're pretty early on in the gameplay here, so nothing to worry about in regards to raids. But there you have it, folks. You know, a cozy base and pretty good for raids and stuff. As I said before, you know, I'll try to make a part 2, of course. The more we level up, the more we're able to make changes. You know, pretty slick design. Really good for defense as well in the base. Now, what's best to do is make sure that you have max chests. That's going to really help. So you can see here in regards to the amount of chests that we made, you can see right here. All right, max chest 40 to 40, so that's good. And you can see as well, we have pretty good movement space here. That's necessary. So if, you know, the person is raiding down to the section, we're able to pop out through this door here, able to, you know, have different sections where we're actually safe to enter, to just flow from door to door. So it's going to be good. We're going to have sections here that we can run down here, flow into here. So that's going to be good as well. I think I might make a small tweak to this section right here. Might actually make a tweak right here, but we want a door to be probably somewhere here, and there's going to be a room right here as well, which has a door right here to enter, and you know, so that's going to be a small tweak. But for now, I'll keep it this way. You know, I'm going to fix that, of course. So as I said, you know, small design like that, creating some other pocket areas in these sections, and probably fill in here a little bit to make the inner section a bit more defensive. But we do need walls for that. I mean, we need doors for that, so that's going to be fixed after. But hopefully this design does, you know, work really well for you. Hopefully this design does work well. To be safe, you could create probably a honeycomb inside here, but you're fine. I think you're going to be fine with this design here until you're ready to upgrade, of course. Now, we're going to do Northern Zone to get more maples, you know, stones to build our base up to stone base. That's going to be really good. That's going to be processed as well. A lot to do, of course. But, you know, hopefully I'm more active on this account here again. But yeah, always remember to definitely grab weapons here. That's just random, but make sure you grab weapons by watching the ads here. That's going to be really help you because I have a bunch of weapons here. But, you know, I'll make a video, tips and tricks on that. Also, I'll make a video, the best way to keep your loot safe, different ways you can stash your loot. Hopefully this video helps. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hope you have a good one, and peace.